this out. Let's see if anyone wants to come hang out this time. And there was one. Let me know. Is the quality any better? Can you hear me? Sounds the same. Quiet. Oh my gosh. Let me try this. I'm gonna hook up my Bluetooth and talk through the car and see if that's any better. Let's see if it sounds better through the car. It should connect automatically. It usually does, and it's really annoying. I don't know. Hey guys. Oh, there. Now it's going through now it's going through the car. Is that any better? Better. Steel Toe, that's my wife, guys. Say hello. That's better though, right? Okay. Alright. So let me just I was all in my feelings and now I'm all like not, so whatever. But what's up, Newellberg and everybody else? Thanks for coming back and hanging out and listening to me. So I titled this one so that no one hopefully will watch it because it doesn't sound interesting at all, but it's for the select few here that are listening. So I always try to I want the best for people, and I like meeting people and like lending a hand because I feel like it's helpful, and I appreciate it when people help me out. And it's hard on YouTube to go into too much because there's other, my clients are involved, the people that work for me are involved, or if they're an employee versus a contractor versus my family and stuff like that. And then also, you never know who's watching this. I could have competitors watching this. I could have it's hard, so I kind of go into more than I probably should. But yes, I want to help people out, but I really don't want to educate my own people in my backyard. So anyways, I forgot kind of how hard it is to get something off the ground, and it's so weird to say that because the roll-off truck that my wife and me purchased, we paid for it cash, and we already work for, we probably do $1 million a year with the company that we're already hauling roll-off for. So it's not even a new start. It's just a different venture. But so the name of our trucking company is Twin City Hauling, and then the name of our dumpster business is Twin City Dumpster. And everything looks the same except for instead of hauling, it says dumpster. Instead of dumpster, it says hauling. So it's going to be totally separate because the strategy is that way, or we're going to go after a whole different type of clientele, and I'm excited about it because I like the garbage business, which I've already told you guys. So it'll be interesting, the people that we meet because of the new business and how they'll help each other out. I bought the dump truck to back my way into other work and open up different relationships for me, and I think that the garbage business will help out our trucking company, and the trucking company already will help out the garbage business. But so my boss for this company, that the roll-off company, so I could make a really catchy title, which I don't want to do because I don't even want to say, but I'll just tell you guys. So if I was trying to build my channel, what I would do is I would put a caption on the channel, and it would say $1,100 day in with my roll-off truck with 0 boxes owned, or something like that, because we did about $1,200. It was under 12, but it was over $1,100. So I did that in the first day, and that's really good money for a day. And but the point is that it's not realistic. It's unless you have relationships with, no one talks about relationships and how important they are, but they are. And but the point is that my boss for what I'm doing right now is not my normal boss. So I'm kind of expanding within the company, and I'm dealing with different people, so that it kind of is more security for me, so that if one of my relationship ends, at least I still have the other one. So that's like a strategy of like going deep within a company and meeting people and having experiences and relationships with different people. So that way it protects you and your family and your company and everybody that you support. It really helps with that, because a lot of this is so relational based that if somebody leaves, it could really hinder your success. But so I'm starting a new relationship with a new person, and so my start date for the roll-off truck for working for this company is supposed to be November 11th, which they called me or texted me and said, hey, we're going to use you this, whatever. They texted me last week and said, be ready to go. We're going to use you this week. Well, I did that little video. I mean, I put in like probably a 20-hour day, not driving, but just getting ready to go, just all the rigmarole of that, and just trying to be not somebody that, it's like hiring somebody and they call in sick the first day. If that happens, they're not probably crazier things, but 9 out of 10 times it's just a track record for success or for failure. And that's the same way with your business. You want to just strive to be at 100%, but then be okay when you're only at 90. I mean, don't let it eat you alive, even though it does eat me alive. So let me tell you about my last 3 days. Started in a snow, so you'll see the video. I haven't edited it yet because it's different takes, but throughout the day. So I started my first day. We got a huge snowstorm. The truck isn't ready to go. I probably shouldn't even say this on here, but there's like major problems with it. I can't have a driver in it. So I can't have a driver in it. I shouldn't be driving. I got way too much going on, and instead I'm like in the truck for crazy amounts of time and just going through the process of this whole thing. And then we end up getting done with that day, and then once we get done, then there's problems with the truck, trying to get those figured out. And it's just funny because I forget, even like what Callie went through, what my kids went through, like just not being home, like leaving before my kids wake up and getting home after the kids are in bed and dinner is in the oven and I'm like heating it up. Like this used to be a normal thing for me. And like a lot of the people that probably see where I'm at now, like not YouTube, because on YouTube I don't talk about like a lot of the successes that I do have and how good I am doing. But like people that are in the trucking industry, pretty much if you're in the trucking industry, you probably know who Twin City Hauling is if you're local in my area, because I'm dispatching like 20 trucks a day and we're local, so we're all running around, so people know who I am. So they don't know who I am unless they watch this, because when I'm out trucking, I don't tell everybody, hey, I'm Eric, the owner of Twin City Hauling. I don't want people to know who I am. So I just act like I don't know what I'm doing, and I just go about my day. So that's my MO. So, but I used to do this all the time, and my goal was, when I started, was to work myself out of that problem. I didn't want to work myself into that problem. What I mean by that is I worked hard and I saw the vision of not having to do this forever. I didn't do it so that I could have cool things, so that people could think that so I could try to impress people with cool cars and cool blah blah blah. It was just always the goal was to get myself out of that situation. So after many of years, I did do that. So kind of you kind of forget that, and I try to like talk about that, but it's hard to I actually forget, like some of the struggles, because it's worth it, guys. So if you are struggling, if you are doing that, it's kind of like the saying, or the song, if you're going through hell, keep on going. And if you really think about that, it's really funny, because it's like, what? Why, if you were going through hell, why would you stop? Why would you frickin' stop? Keep on going. It's so like, yeah, that is true, So anyways, I was just thinking of that. What the F you mean? If you're going through hell, don't stop in the middle of hell. If you're going through hell, don't stop in the middle of hell. That's what I mean. Okay. Yeah, well, if you want it to be great for you, that's fine, but I'd rather not be in hell. But so anyways, that's that. And then basically some things that I've done that are just crazy that I've done was when I had one truck, I was really worried about my truck, the engine blowing up, because it was the only truck I had. So like I did stupid things, or not stupid, but I did really things that I didn't want to do to make sure that I never had to have an issue because I had my own clients, but I only had one truck plus Wayne's truck. So we only had, between the two of us, it was just us. So I never wanted them to have to be like, oh, that's okay, we'll just call in so-and-so trucking company. And then all of a sudden we never get called back. So maybe it's like a confidence thing or whatever, but I didn't want to be that guy. So like things that I did was I overhauled my engine in my truck. I did a controlled shutdown, and we did it when our clients didn't need us, which is, just basically spending money to be reliable ahead of, oh, you guys, I only have one like. There's 9 people watching and 1 like. You guys are slipping. It's not me, it's you, okay? It's you guys. So you guys got to give me a thumbs up. That'd be great. So what I've noticed is that now coming back, yeah, it doesn't cost a thing, guys. It doesn't cost a thing. Is like with this business now, I only have one roll-off truck. So I'm like, I had the problems the first day, problems got worse the second day, ended up working till it wasn't even that late, but it was, because it's flipping snowing outside. Let me just tell you some, woe is me, okay, some of the struggles that I've got going on. So I got my shop, I got a truck in the shop, and the truck, so we need to get that truck out of the shop so we get the other truck in the shop. Well, what ended up happening was we took the dang windshield out of the truck, because I bought a brand new windshield. And if you didn't know, apparently there's 2 different types of windshields. One windshield is like the factory manufactured windshield, then there's like a off-brand windshield, and it's like half the price. Well, I went with the more expensive windshield. Don't tell my wife, because, well, maybe she'd appreciate this, because we need to get it done so that we're legal and not running around illegal. So I just paid double the price to get this windshield, because you just want to solve the problem, just want to get the problem over with. So then it comes in this big box. Grab the windshield out, and it's got a crack in it. So now we have the other truck, the truck that we need to get out of the shop, because it's flipping snowing out in August or October. We got to get that out of the shop. We take the windshield out of it, throw it in the garbage, grab the other windshield out, and we can't even get the truck done. So now that truck's got to stay in the shop. That blocks us from putting the other truck in the shop. There's 3 inches of slushy snow on the ground outside. Of course, the problem with the truck is on the transmission on the bottom side, so we got to roll around, well, on the creeper, because it is concrete, so that's nice. But it's just the problems. And now I had at 11:30 last night, I had to text my client on the third day I was supposed to be working on the job and tell him I wasn't going to be able to come in because I had this, because I'm not reliable, So it just really bugs me that 3 days in, I'm already dropping the ball with this guy, and it happens. It's trucking. It's not my, it doesn't really matter financially, but it does because it's like starting over, but not. And it's that, it doesn't matter to me, but that's how you have to look at it, that it does matter. It's not like it's not sink or swim as far as, oh my gosh, is Twin City Dumpster going to make it if this, if we don't show up? It doesn't matter because we're still going to be fine. But at one point with Twin City Hauling, it was like that, and it was like, it was sink or swim, do or die. So I know that Dirt Bro can relate. So anyways, that was basically what I wanted to say, and I just talk about the roll-off business. I really do like it. I'm enjoying it. But the roll-off truck's broken, and it's not very often. When a truck goes down, usually I can get it up if it's important because of a client, because drivers need to work, and so on and so forth. We got to get the truck running. Now there's lots of little things where priorities, but we're very reliable in that sense, and it's just hard to just basically call and be like, sorry. It's just remembering, I guess, when you only had one truck. Shit, I only have one frickin' roll-off truck. It kind of sucks. So I guess, I don't know, I got to get two or something. But that's all. That's all, guys. Thanks for listening to my little talk here. Yeah, I'm just hauling Newberg. I'm just hauling other people's cans right now. I ordered 6 of my own, but yeah, I ordered 6 of my own, but they're being built, and then Callie is building a website for the dumpster business. So is anyone in here still? How's everybody's day going? You can, Aaron. You can rent and or lease roll-off trucks. And I don't know if one was available. It just wasn't, whatever. If it was down long term and I needed it or something like that, I would have. I actually didn't even think of that, but that would have been a good way to inquire about. And I have done that. I've actually done that for our trucking company. I hired a driver, didn't have a truck, and the driver's been with me for probably going to almost close to 2 years now, and never would have happened if I went to rent a truck for him. It's kind of been that make it happen. I had the work, didn't have a truck, wanted a job, and just made it happen type of thing, rather than just, I don't have a truck. Aaron, what's going on with you? Did you get your truck yet? Oh man, I'm coming. I need to come to North Carolina. That's for sure. I don't know, Newberg. I don't know what the dump fees are. I know what they charge, what companies, like competitors, I know what they charge for dumpsters, so I know what to charge just because I called and asked around to see what the rates were. But I don't know how much it costs to dump. I know that some places charge per ton and some places charge per yard, and I've heard that usually it works out better to get charged by the yard. But I don't know. You know much about that business, Newberg? Flipping T-shirts and shorts. Unbelievable. We were just in Arkansas. When we drove back through Iowa, we had to. Well, we didn't have to stop, but we stopped because it was snowing. It's like October. Like, seriously. Corey Cash, are you still on here? Anyways, that's all I had to say, so hope somebody gets some value out of it. I'm out. I'm going to wait a second just in case someone's got something to say, but otherwise I'm out. If I hang up and you're in the middle of asking a question or whatever, just put it in the actual comments, and I'll get back to you. All right, peace.